Hi guys, Namaste Supply. Today is Friday. After 2 weeks or more, because of the released of my album, that is Nepali one, and it is based on a patriotic song. I hope you are liking, and it is still there. And because of that only, I thought of not coming today also, but I am today outside. It is getting little like 6 p.m. in the evening time. Every time I used to be in my couch or in my small office, non-profitable office. Rest of the time I'll be there, but sometimes I would like to. Now I have changed my mind. Every people change my mind. If you would let me go before our poetry, we are very acquainted because most of the people, those who have known me, they know very well. Today I'm just wearing a grease hat here and a leather jacket is because little bit cold outside. It is evening time. During the time it is hot. It is very hot because the summer is approaching right now, and everything is fine. Last time I have make a suit also. At the back of my backyard there is a small, green garden. It looks beautiful because today's poetry is Mrs. X and Mr. X. X can be anywhere, X. I just gave a name and it was written very, very long time ago. Right now the youngest son is right now he is already 10 years old, and when I was teaching in the rural areas, like what is the countryside in the USA, there we say rural, R-U-R-E-L, rural, R-U-R-A-L, rural, something like spelling. And here they say countryside, we say rural areas, village. In other words, in a simple language, village. And poem is very simple, and it would take like 5 to 10 minutes to. This is from a small diary. I bought this diary from my plane, while I entered USA by plane, but somehow some of the precious books and the note and diary I have kept it very secretly. And my daughter is right now, she is already 28 to 29. She was just, at that time, she might be like grade 10, she was 9, 10, that means she was just 15 or 16 years. And the eldest son was like 7 or 8 years, like this boy. So when I was in a countryside teaching the young kids in a school, I used to write something. When I see the linguistic pattern or the writing style is different from right now. Now little bit I'm matured. I was at that time I was just postgraduate only. But if you immerse inside the field and learn something, you will become a better and better. What I am saying from the beginning, So, like Yasir or what, I don't know what is his name, Yasir Pinto. I saw him in the ground news from the CBN News. Right now, before that, we would like to salute the bravery of our defenders. What to say, defender or protector? Whatever. Let us see about Israel. Then only we'll go talk to our poetry. Okay, we must say sympathy because what I say this today, it will be recorded as in my archive, and you will read once or twice, but my sayings or everything will be kept in my archive. I'll have to preserve, all the poetry in my my archive, and then only I'll send to the YouTube. And previously I told you, the time of Wordsworth or the kids time, and I have also read a lot of other writers. They used to write the poetry with the hands, with the help of at the time there was no pen, even with the help of the feather, bird's feather. They have to use to dip the ink and write. See, I have seen their original handwriting. How beautiful they wrote! Oh my God! And I was surprised. But these days, I could see. Last time also, now also, I just go on. I just do a small job in America. I already told you, because of my, they did not valid. They did not give a validation. Like, for example, they did not value my certificate. And 1 or 2 years I have to go to the, make a qualification, I don't know. But that doesn't matter. Never mind. But what I'm teaching, there, the same syllabus is here, but I am their worker right now. I just go work in the university, and I saw the students, like in this present era, in this present time, the students, maybe in the European, like London, like whatever, Germany or same thing, like because of the computer, because of this, they're fast. They are very fast enough to do, but in writing, their handwriting is like the lakes. If you go to the farm, it is somewhat like same like in my poetry. The lakes, like they don't have the like a certain angles, like 60 degrees, 75 degrees, maybe 90 degrees. Some can write. So 120 degrees, like that, whatever the writings fond of, like space giving. They are not taught in school in America. I have been arguing with many of the students here in the education department also. I write a number of times, but I don't know whether they can respond me or not. I write in my timelines in Google's. It is a failure. American education system, in the bottom line, is a failure. In the college it might be okay, but even the teachers, they can slide the PowerPoint and so on. They can show and this thing and that. They write in the board, and I've seen like old teachers were there. They had a good handwriting. I see this. I saw the boards and they write. But when the students note, I can see some of the students they leave the notes or writings or a paper on the board. Oh my God! Even the graduate students, the writings are very, very rough. It doesn't, you can't read it well. And apart from that, the writing style and the linguistic pattern is very, very poor. Science doesn't matter. They need only the concept. But the writing literature or the language, they have to write in a systematically, syntactically and semantically. These things are not here now these days. And when they write, because the computer can make a mistake and they type, and they make because the computer, they can help. That's why they don't care they say, what the hell I can do and this thing and that. But they don't have the concept. Because of that, most of the students, they don't go to the college or the university, because of after the high school, the American students are machinized. I'm not criticizing them, but I would like to highlight them to revive, change the system of education, otherwise not. And there is a rights. Right of women, right of man is, I have not heard. Right of women, right of children. Because of this only, the failure. I just talked about education system. Let me talk regarding about the something like World War, and this is not World War, regional war, going to be third World War also, because after today is 19th of April. Today is 19th. And today in the morning time, it was there in the maybe night time, early in the morning, they said that Israel retaliated back to Iran. I don't know how many, what happened to Iran, and the last time Iran encountered, and Israel also, they have demolished in Damascus or somewhere in Syria, and because of they are replying each other, fighting each other, killing a lot of people, innocent people, and so on and so on. So my friend, let us pray for them and help the people of Israelis, and also the Palestinians, the children, or all the innocent people. Those who are still even in the Syria or Lebanon or nearby, all the people, or even Iranian. A lot of people, they don't like the regime system, They just make a lot of because of these are the power sharing. Ukraine and Russia, I have already told. Let us see now. Let's go to the poem, sir. My friends, it's a very, very humorous one, and it's a very short one. It's from a diary, and it's a long time ago written, whether you like or not. Many of them like last time, meekness of a man, or why that has been liked by many of you guys, and that is the best. At least readers, because poetry is very vast to understand, and when I read the extract, I read wholly, then I tried my best to explain you. But many of our colleagues, or the friends, because of the machinized, I already told you, they are machined, they don't read. If a joke is something like in cartoons and they see, but they don't read the poetry. This is only meant for the educated and the people, those who are really come out of the world, and they try to see the people. And I already told you, I write poetry, I write poems based on not only like on the time of romantic period like a Wordsworthian, I'm telling, or Robert Frost, Robert Frost poetry, my love is like a red rose. Oh my God, at the time, And the Wordsworthian poem, Daffodils. Oh my God, Tawfiq. I wandered, W-A-N-D, not W-A-N-D, wandered, walked. I wandered lonely as a cloud. It's a lake time, it's a peaceful, but we are not in peace. But this poetry has written before I was in peace at that time. But now, my depiction of my poetry is different from that time, okay? Let us see. What I wrote in that time, this is my diary, my friends. I'm not telling lie, I'm showing you. I'm outside my, the garden. Let me show you. This is my big garden, this is my backyard. There are flower gardens, and this is my home back. And this is a small bush or the forest, and up also there are, and this is a forest. And I am living here. This I bought a piece of land, and I am existing here. This is the how. This is trampoline for my son. Oh my God, it's hard to. I made it already clear, but now I'm in the stand, my friends. So let's go to this 12 minutes and 24 seconds, because the poem is very short. That's why. Also, that's why I'd like to. Sometimes I would go to the river and recite my poetry. And when I go, I'm because I like fishing. And sometimes I go to the woods when I collect some like wild herbs, wild plants. I know which plants are to be eaten, which are not. Mushroom also I sometimes collect. And the vegetables in the plants, these are the lot of wild vegetables that can be eaten. It's grown. People don't know. We can make a soup and we can make it eat. This is also one day I'll show you. But the thing is, but our prime focus is to read poetry. So today's poetry is very simple and a little bit humorous. Whether you like or not, let me read. This is the relation between Mrs. X and Mr. X. Okay, husband and wife. The topic is Mrs. X and Mr. X. I didn't write Mr. X and Mrs. X. I'm just changing. Okay. Let me read the poem. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 12 lines are there. 12 lines poetry, and very, very easy to understand. Okay, let me read. Thank you. Mrs. X wakes up early at dawn, pops up cigars down the lawn, feeds the pigs and sees the chickens hatched, and maintains the broken canal's thatch. This is a rhythm one, but they are not in meter form, but it is rhythmic. It gives a music also. I told you from the beginning, I don't write the poetry in the like Wordsworthian time. We are the post-lost generation poets of our time. 1 second, I read first stanza. Mrs. X wakes up early at dawn, pops up cigars down the lawn, feeds the pigs and sees chickens hatch, and maintains the broken canal's thatch. Second stanza. Now the husband's turn. The writer is saying, Mr. X too seems busy at his farm. But I have just removed his. Mr. X too seems busy at farm, feeds Belithe and bony oxen at his plough. Farmed the fields, living without barren, and he hoped to yield double of its corn. Let me read the second stanza. Mr. X too seems busy at farm, feeds Belithe and bony oxen at his plough, farmed the fields, living without barren, and he hoped to yield double of its corn. Popcorn. The last stanza. Mrs. and Mr. X never meet each other. This is humorous. Mrs. and Mr. X never meet each other. One goes out, one at home. Mrs. X confer negatively if Mr. X bother. Deep's investigation found their life's doom. Once again, I'll read it. Mrs. and Mr. X never meet each other. One goes out, one at home. Mrs. X confers negatively if Mr. X bother. DB's, at the time I was writing, but now I'm saying, DB's investigation found their life's doom. So this is the end part of the poem. Dips means Dips Lauthi's findings. Now, Dips means Dips Lauthi's findings, but now I have changed my name Dips. But it was DB first, DB Lauthi. But I have changed the name. Let me summarize this poem and let me be away. Now it is already 17 minutes, but even then I try my best. This is the rural setting. This is the countryside setting, my dear friends, and whether those who are qualified people, those who are very, very educated people, they can say, yes, it's the true things, if you can grasp inside, Mrs. X wakes up early at dawn, early in the morning, especially in the village side, the people, whether you are acquainted, because I was brought up in the village side, in the countryside, and my father was a farmer, a big farm, and my brother too used to help my elder brother. Because of the working events, and my mother, I lost my mother early at age. Though my father also lost, I have already wrote an elegy for him. You like the best, and thank you so much. That was the first time I started reciting my poetry in my YouTube. Thank you so much. And at that time, my father used to be a plower the fields, and when I recollect all these things, and I created imaginary. I saw the people. I saw the two of the man and a woman working. One goes out the farm. She makes the food and everything, and that I thought, why not I write a poetry? Why not I write a poem based on these farmers? And today, see, depiction. Once you write, it will be remaining forever. If you keep it in the diary or somewhere else, otherwise it will be ruined. So, it is Mrs. X and Mrs. X somewhere. It can be Mrs. Jolie or Mrs. John or Mr. John or who else. It might be me, Mr. Deba, or whoever else. It might be you. So, this is the one. It's based on the, I'm telling you, it's not from the life of a town. I have already written of the life of a town in the Tennessee. Maybe I have uploaded or not, maybe I'll be coming back. There are a lot of poetry I have written at that time, but this is a very genius at the time. Though I am right now matured, I could have changed the word, but nothing is changed. Look, I have not changed except very few here. Otherwise I can show you the writings also here. My handwriting. This is not a computer printed, my friends. Mrs. X wakes up early at dawn. Dawn means early in the morning, before the sunrise. DAWN, dawn. Pops up cigars down the lawn, feeds the pigs and sees chickens' heads. See, the lady was so much, she was so much impressed by early in the morning. She was so busy. I think she neglects children might be going to school or somewhere, but she is all the time busy. Or psyche inside will be to look after because she has a relationship, good relationship with the animals, farm, But she pops up a cigar. Cigar means, a cigarette. It's not a cigarette. It is cigar is made out of the leaves, like a dry leaves. I can show you. Sorry. I can show you the dry leaf because I came outside because I have to show you the lane. This is a kind of a maple leaf, dry leaf. This is a maple. What plants is this? But I don't know. We say in Nepal it's cottus. But they put some kind of nicotine like something here, and they make it like this, and they fire, and they just make it, they glue the fire. They make a round in shape and they put ingredients inside, and that is a cigar. Not cigar. Because practically I saw in the village when I was teaching there. Pops up a cigar down the lawn. There is a lawn like a backyard. Feeds the pigs and sees chickens. There is a, piggery, piglet. Lot of babies of piglets. The babies of pigs are called piglet, and they feeds, And then she also goes to the other side where the chickens, like the, rooster, chickens, hens, whether how many eggs they have given hatched, and whether the babies has come or not. Some of them, the hens are, producing the baby. It is not like a town area where there is a machine they can give up birth by the heating, like the scientific new invention has come. But in the village setting, it is not, because the mother has to sit for many days, 20 days or 15. I don't know. I have exact date, but days, but I don't know, remember. But the hen has to sit on the eggs to give up worm, so that the chickens, they will hatch out babies. It's local, not like a poultry. So feeds the pigs. She give the food for the pigs and sees the chickens' heads and maintains the broken canal's threads. Canal is a dock where the dogs live. They maintain. They make all the. She is busy in the morning from the. This is only a few things, but she also does the other things like bringing water from the tap. They don't have a tap. They have to go to the either the well or far away from the those people living in the hilly side. The hill, the water comes from the hill little by little, and they make a small bamboo, and they make the ordinary tap, and they will make with the pitcher, pitcher or the pot. They put the water bucket and bring home. It takes like half an hour, 1 hour also I have seen. I did myself in my hometown. And in the town, plain area, those who are living in the plain area in the rural settings, they have to dug out under the ground well. They have to go. Many people living in the surrounding area, like a house, like 100 house or 50 house, they have one well. They dig and they have to take a turn-wise. You see, my friends, please give a thumbs up and share. Please write a comment. Why don't you write a comment? If I am, because I have the time to, correct myself. Please write the comment, down there is a comment and there is a click button. There's a bell icon and give share. That's a good one. Second stanza. Now, this is Mrs. X work, wife's. Now what does the husband do? Mr. X too seems busy at farm. Now, the wife, Mrs. X, looks after her home, all the things, her duties from the morning to the late evening. But Mr. X has to go to the farm, big farm. Mr. X too seems busy at farm, feeds Belite and Bonnie oxen at his plow. Belite and Bonnie. Who has written this Belite and Bonnie? This word has been extracted. I like this word. Maybe D.S. Lawrence or something like, I don't remember the essay from that. There is a good word. Belite and Bonnie is a, fatty, well groomed, well fed, strong. Feeds. He gives food like Belite and Bonnie oxen. Ox. The plural of ox is oxen. Plow. Like the Amish tribe I told you last time, Amish, they are liked by so many people. Here only nearby the Nashville, Tennessee, just between the Kentucky and the Tennessee, there is a tribe living. I went there. When I saw the people of Amish tribe, I was surprised how they don't use, the new invention, because they are still victimized by the orthodoxical. And they still plow the land by using one horse, big Belite and Bonnie horse. Their bodies, the boys, man of Amish tribes, you don't see a big belly like, let me see, big belly like, eating too much. But they work hard, exercise. But the females, they remain inside. Oh man, chickens are there, pigs are there. Oh my God, rusty place. And I wrote it, whether a lot of people like it, but I don't know whether at least one of the Amish tribe could write the comment down there in my poetry, my channel. None still. They have read, but none. So, Mr. X feeds Belite and Bonnie oxen at his farm. Farm the fields, living without barren. Lot of land. Oh my God, days and night, during the time of, season of the plantation. Harvesting time is different. I have not written about harvesting. This is the time of plantation. He farm the field, all plow the field, plow, and wife brings and food gives, and today, tomorrow, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, like June, July, August, September is the highest time for the people in the Asia, especially Asian country. I don't know, here the climate is different. American climate, winter here, the lot of rain I have seen. But there, in Asian countries, especially India, and also the southern part of this is latitudes of 22.5 degree latitudes. You will see the geographical condition. And there we live, there grows a lot of paddy field, like paddies, corn, maize, barley, or a lot of, I have seen wheat. Wheat. What you can say? WHEAT, wheat. I can wheat. Some say wheat. I don't know what the American they pronounce. And he farmed the fields, living without barren, without leaving even a barren. All he finished his field, his area. And he hoped to yield the double of its corn. Oh my God. In the next season, because he borrowed money, he loaned money from the landlord, big landlords or the other money, and he is planting and surviving for the survival, So sorry, and he has to pay money for the children, those who are in school and colleges. So he works hard, and his body is like, last time I wrote you like a man, like a poem. I would like to recollect that. What is his name? Pool, or Rickshaw Man from Hong Kong. Communistic point of view. At the time there was no he has to use hand, pull off for $1. Oh my God. I read one of the poem, maybe Stephen Hawks. Who wrote this poem? I don't remember. But it's a beautiful poem, my friend. Please try to read it, okay? His body, oh my, these are all wrinkled face and all pulling this, all this, they become like these all nerves come out because of the force. You have to use you know, energy, and the sweats comes out, and all the, you know, the nerves comes out are like a different, like a snake shape. Like you see my nerves also. I have a nose, but it doesn't like it. But pull rickshaw pull rickshaw man is the topic here. So farm the fields, living without barren, and he hope to yield double if it's corn means. Corn means that the field, like a corn means, you know, popcorn, you know. Double, it's double. I want double or triple or what, thousands of, you know, I want, because he uses all the potassium and all, you know, the, you know, pesticides, everything. And they are busy. Wife at home, husband at the farm. It's beautiful. Last line is very humorous, whether you like or not. But if you understand, it gives you, you know, it's a very impressive mood, and you can share with your wife. If you are listening, my friend, if you are a lecturer, either in Boston, wherever you are, just please write me a comment, dipslawati@gmail.com. Okay, DEP LAWATI 123 @gmail.com. I want to give you this one. Okay, once again, DEP dip LAWATI Lauti without space 123 @gmail.com. Write me comment. The last stanza. Mrs. and Mr. X. Remember, Mrs. and Mr. X never meet each other. I'm using the present tense. In a sense that they never meet each other. I didn't say never met each other. Because I am standing here, the poet is here somewhere else, standing here, and I am just observing and writing here. Mr. and Mrs. X, sorry. Mrs. I am highlighting the, you know, the female counterpart as a first gender, but people say Mr. and Mrs. No, I am saying Mrs. From the Mrs. Okay, I want to be opposite. I want to highlight the Mrs. to be a great people, because she is the Mother Earth. Without her, we are not here. Man is just, you know, after sexual copulation, we are born. And father says, hey, they take the name from the father's side. If I am a William, my son will be the William. What is the status? Gone. There is a satirical also, if you can understand it. Okay. Mrs. and Mr. X never meet each other. One goes out, comma, one at home. Husband goes out to the farm, one at home. They are so tired. Never meet. You see in the town area, oh my God, oh my love, they go drink and see there, oh my God. Still, either the male or a female is not satisfied by themselves, each other. And they try to, you know, source another, because they have money. Fight, violation, you know. Now it's called a divorce. Happens where, you know, not in the village area. In village area, it happens rarely. There are cases, but especially in the town areas where the life is, you know, where there is a disco dancing, twist in the old days now, you know, bar going and this thing and that, they enjoyed a lot, and that's the reason. I have seen a lot of friends, those who are living in the, you know, city life and towns area. They don't have time. They also go to work, and a man is a businessman. Okay, I am from here from Nashville or somewhere in New York. I go to the business to where, you know. I have to share as a critic, as a poet. One goes to Dubai. Husband goes to Dubai, wife will be here and sitting together and, you know, alone, and she has to find out someone. Because this is called the desire. This is the desire. And if you go to, you know, Sigmund Freud, you know it very well. He already, you know, gave us a lot of experience about, you know, the desire of a human being, a flesh. If you are healthy, if you eat something and everything is there, then you have a desire. Desire comes there, and at the end of the day, you have money, everything, you know, your peer is not there. your partner is not in a simple sense, and the partner goes there and he will meet somebody else there, the female counterpart. He'll enjoy, and the other one. This is the case everywhere, my friends. But here, because of tiredness, because of the hard works, they never meet each other, and whenever they come in the evening time, they sit together, they eat dal and bhat, dal and rice and dal. Dal means beans. They make a rice and some kind of heads out of the, eggs or the meat, or they eat, and day's walk made them tired. Sleep. How beautiful. They never meet each other. They don't have time. During the time of season of plantation, my friends. Maybe at the time of harvesting time, they might enjoy. They have also the religion. I have not included all, my friends. If you have time, go to the areas like southern East Asia or somewhere in Africa, because I have written Amish, the tribes of Zulugal. Beautiful poem. I've seen that. And also the Morsi tribe. They have the time. These Mrs. and Mr. X, they have also the time, because especially when everything they have plantation is when the time of harvesting is done by all the community, they enjoy together. They have a great feast time. At that time they may get intoxicated, or they may sleep for the days, or they may enjoy playing with with the barn, with the farm, everything. They don't go to here we go to the Disney park and everywhere. No, this is different things. These are rural settings. Mrs. and Mr. X never meet each other. Remember, they never meet each other. One goes out, one at home. She stays at home. Mrs. X confers negatively if Mrs. X bother. Oh my God, this is a good thing, isn't it, my friends? Mrs. X confers negatively. Sometimes as a being, what can I say? Suppose Mrs. X is living at home today. She doesn't have much work, and she is staying at home. She is healthy without any disease, and her health is okay. She's at the age of 20, 25, 26, 27, 28 might be, and she's living there, and she feels desire of copulation. But what happened? Mr. X, being in the field at least 8 or 9 hours, even 10 hours in the field, plowing the field, his energy, everything, his motivation, his thinking, his energy, thinking, motivation is in the field. And how can I make he might have been praying to the God, or let the rain fall, my crop will be better, or thinking the wild animals come to feed, all my collapse. This thing and that made him bother. But Mr. X confers, Mrs. X confers means give. Here, gives. If one goes out and Mrs. X confers, Mrs. X means wife, confers means gives negatively if Mr. X bother. At the time of, they have the desire to, copulation, meeting each other in the night time. She gives negative, hey, no, sleep. This is practical. I have seen practically, my friends. Whether believe me or not. At least I believe or I don't believe. In there, okay? Mrs. X confers negatively if Mr. X bother. Likes means this investigation found their life dooms. But I would my investigation, checking everything going, and this is life is so much. I'm telling, this is not a life. God has given us life to exist on earth and peacefully, but still living the life of ruler is very hard What I mean to say is that living in the life of a countryside is very hard to feed their children, to feed themselves, to protect themselves. One has to survive. That means without food. The prime important thing is the existence of being on earth is the main thing is the fruit. My friend, I have to close this door because it is night time. It comes like a, I'm sorry, my friend. I just closed the window of my back door because the long kind of, even in America, there are long kind of mosquitoes. They are not white mosquitoes, but last time I opened it when I am a big gardening of my plants, and I like my plants to grow gardens here. Flowers are outside. If you want to see my flowers, I would like to see, and then I would close, and it will be just 40 minutes and 45 minutes. Let's see, and whether you like the poem or not. Thank you so much. I am uploading this video just after some time. Okay, my friends. Okay, see this. This is garden. There is a man and a woman live here. They have different colors. One is white and the other is black. So they are still living, and this is recently grown, my friends. See there. Okay, this is the flower. I brought it, and tomorrow I'll be planting this side also. It will be beautiful. One day I'll sit here when they are fully bloomed. Okay, even there and here. This is the plant. This is a very rare plants, mountainous plant. They never die even in the cold. And these are all, and some of the plants. This is, I don't know what plant is this. See, so beautiful, my friends. And that is back also. This is the front of my door. Thank you so much, my friends. And here I am concluding. These are the flowers. See the beautiful flower. I love flowers. I hope you liked. You too like too. And those who are very interested in the lyrics or the songs, I have already uploaded, but they are based on in my language, that is Nepali. English script also. Today we are writing. My youngest son is very keen to know. Keen to know and keen to sing also. He also giving a debut. Thank you so much. Have a great time.